I've just received a word from one of my scouts that a video was made months ago and has been circulating among the Stormcloak army. It was called Top 5 Ulfric Facts, and it detailed the life of their leader, Ulfric Stormcloak, including some of his achievements, which in no small part has been motivating the soldiers within their ranks. Well, we can't look like we don't support our own Imperials, so help me spread the word. Here I will be listing my top 5 Tullius Facts in Skyrim. Let's get into it. Starting off with number 5, General Tullius actually has something in common with his archenemy Ulfric. They both hate the Thalmor. Now, he might not be as vocal about it as Ulfric, but there are definitely times where he gives away probably more than he should. A good example of this is during the quest Diplomatic Immunity at the Thalmor Embassy. He happens to be one of the party guests, and if you tell him, oh, that's a bit awkward that you're here, he'll agree with you. He says he doesn't want to be here. He'd have refused to come if he could. The thing is, he knows that the Thalmor just want to prove to people that they can tell the Empire what to do and when to do it. And because of the White Gold Concordat, he really doesn't want to break that peace. He's willing to sacrifice some of his dignity if it means the Empire won't get destroyed. But he certainly doesn't like that control. He doesn't like people above him pulling his strings whenever they like. At least there's Brandy here so he can numb himself to the idea of it, even if temporarily. But as you walk away, he doesn't miss the chance to say, you should keep an eye on these Thalmor, because you never know. Number 4, Tullius has a disinterest in the Nords. He really doesn't care about their culture or their way of life. And seeing as he may become a commanding force over them, and have Nords ultimately serving him, it seems like this would be insulting, but that's true. The thing is, he doesn't think much of it. At the end of the day, he just wants to complete his mission. He's a military man, and he makes it clear that he's only in Skyrim because the Emperor ordered it, and wants him to clean up the Civil War. That's what he's focused on. He doesn't want to waste time trying to get buddy-buddy with everyone who lives here. So, there are multiple times where it seems like he's putting down Nords, but a good example of this is the first conversation you hear when you walk into Castle Dour. His second-in-command, Ricka, is telling him the Jarl of Whiterun won't accept the Empire's help, and there's a part where he responds with, "You people and your damn Jarls." You people. Like, you people! Is that what he said? Okay, yeah, just making sure. But then later he says, "You Nords and your bloody sense of honor." You Nords! Oh, well, I guess they are Nords. But the point is, he doesn't like their system of governing, as well as certain parts of their personalities. But ironically enough, if you do side with the Imperials and you win the Civil War, he'll eventually admit that he's come to really respect the Nords. Yeah, he thinks the harshness of Skyrim has a way of showing someone's true character, just breaking them down to just that. And he plans on staying here for the foreseeable future. So, looks like that Nord charm worked after all. Number 3, Tullius is well aware that Thorold Greymane was captured. This is a big deal when you first come to Whiterun. Just about everyone thinks that Thorold is dead. The only people who still have hope is his family, and they think the Battleborns are somehow keeping him in captivity. Well, you do some digging and you find out they were wrong. Well, at least to a degree. It turns out the Thalmor are the ones who have him locked up. He is alive, but the Battleborns have been given specific orders to keep their mouths shut. And who's the one who gave this order? General Tullius himself, the head of the Imperial Army, covering up the disappearance of just one soldier. And it doesn't matter how personally he might feel about a Stormcloak sympathizer, he isn't able to help this person anyway, even if he wanted to. Again, it's that Thalmor control that he has to abide by. You can get a sense of this if you try speaking with him before trying to rescue Thorold yourself. You can ask him if there's any way he can order this man to be released from Northwatch Keep. Just the history you guys might have, all you've done for him and his army. But no, he refuses. He says it'll simply cause too many problems between him and the Thalmor. He won't do it. His hands are tied. So if they want to capture this man and torture him all they like, that's the way it has to be. Tullius gives the orders for everyone to shut up about it, and then wishes that someone like you would never go sniffing around. Number 2, he believes the real winner of the Civil War is the Thalmor, not the Imperials and not the Stormcloaks, and his suspicion could very well be correct. Most soldiers in this war, they're not thinking this way. They're thinking, alright, on this side, either we kill the rebels and maintain Skyrim's protection in the Empire, or on the other side, we kill the Imperials and we liberate Skyrim from corrupt leadership. Pick your side. But it's Tullius who thinks the Thalmor have more to share than just wanting the Stormcloaks to be stopped, and their alliance in that. It's possible they actually wanted this civil war to happen and took steps to ensure that it would. Right, with Skyrim battling itself, just wasting resources, becoming weaker, it would be vulnerable to takeover, specifically by the Thalmor and the Aldemari Dominion. So a moment that confirms how Tullius might be feeling about this is right after you capture the city of Windhelm. After that fight, you ask him if there'll be peace now that Ulfric is dead, and he says there may still be some rebels willing to fight, yes, but for the most part, sure, things should be calm for now. But after that, he says, what I'm not so sure about is the peace we've made with the Thalmor, but we'll keep that between the two of us, alright? Clearly he has his doubts. How long will the peace really last? Well, as long as the Thalmor are willing to wait. And number 1, Tullius has the highest respect for his military. Sure, have a conversation with him about really anything, and he doesn't seem all that enthused. Nords are weird, the Thalmor are sneaky and weird, the weather is cold and weird, but he won't skip a beat if it means honoring the men and women who serve him. So there's a line where he's about to promote you, and he says, battles are won by trained and disciplined men. Wars are won by talented and exceptional individuals. Certainly, every soldier is crucial to victory, yes, but he rewards those who go above and beyond. Now, in addition to this, there's a speech he gives before storming Windhelm, and he says, you are the best and brightest warriors in Tamriel, professional soldiers, fearless and devastating. Men who distinguish themselves will be well rewarded. And he certainly means it, because if you succeed in taking the city, there's another speech he gives after leaving the Palace of the Kings, and he says, in appreciation for your exemplary service, I am doubling your pay and compensation for the widows of your fallen comrades. I am proud of all of you. And all the soldiers around him, they're cheering, they're hollering, thankful to have a military general like him. He cares about them and they care about him. And where he may fall short of excitement in other areas, he makes up for in devotion to his army. And there you have it, my top 5 Tullius facts in Skyrim. If you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and down below please tell me what else stands out to you about this general. Alright, thank you very much for watching. If Ulfric wants to inspire his men, then so will we. Auxiliary, get this video to the capital.